Chronic kidney disease in cats. The importance of nutrition for felines suffering from CKD. So you've just learned that your cat has chronic kidney disease. What does this mean? Well, chronic kidney disease causes the kidneys to start to lose their function, meaning your cat will have a hard time filtering waste from their bloodstream. Unfortunately, it is a degenerative disease, meaning it gets worse over time. But good news is it can be managed with nutrition to help keep your cat healthy for as long as possible and possibly slow down the progression. There's still not a lot known about what exactly causes chronic kidney disease, but there are some factors that can contribute to it. It is common to see in older cats, and a lot of the time the cause is deemed to be idiopathic. This means they cannot find the exact root cause, and it developed for seemingly no reason. It could also develop due to a separate disease or infection, something that could have caused trauma to the kidney. And here we just have a scale of the progression of kidney disease. As well, if your kitty struggles with urinary tract problems such as UTIs, uroliths, nephroliths, which are bladder or kidney stones, they may be at a higher risk of developing chronic kidney disease. Always keep an eye out so you can catch if your pet starts to show these symptoms. Polydipsia. A cat may not show signs early on, and this will be one of the first signs as they start drinking more to compensate for their kidneys losing function. This will also lead to polyuria, which means increased urination, emesis, or vomiting, and diarrhea, decrease in appetite. So as an animal loses the function of their kidney, their waste products will start to build up in the blood, and this makes the animal sick, weak, and look very unkempt. This can lead to their decrease in appetite, as well as weight loss, lethargy or weakness, and a poor coat condition. Halitosis as well, which is bad breath. And it also puts them at risk for hypertension, which is high blood pressure, and red blood cell anemia, so low red blood cells. And it also puts them at risk for GI problems and upset. If you see any of these signs or symptoms in your cat, book a vet visit as soon as possible. The sooner you can start intervention, the better. As we've learned, chronic kidney disease is a degenerative disease, and there is no cure. It helps immensely. Hydration, hydration, hydration. While excessive drinking can be a symptom, one of the most important things when it comes to cats with chronic kidney disease is actually hydration. Keeping them adequately hydrated will help their kidneys function and could help slow the progression of the disease by keeping them running properly. Cats with CKD are unable to excrete phosphorus normally in their urine, which leads to an excess buildup in their system, and this will make your cat feel very ill. Feeding them a diet that is low in phosphorus, limited in protein and sodium can help. A couple brands have kidney and renal specific foods with these things kept in mind. Brands like Royal Canin and Hills and even Blue Buffalo have these special prescription diets. There are literally so many options. It's highly recommended to start your cat on one of them as soon as possible after a diagnosis. A diet that has higher levels of fiber and antioxidants is helpful as well. Also, having too much protein can cause toxins to build up in the bloodstream, which is why restricting the protein intake is helpful for cats with CKD. Lowering their sodium intake also helps to keep them hydrated, which is one of the most important things with this disease. It's very imperative to keep them hydrated. Many cats suffering from CKD may also lose their appetite, so feeding them smaller portions of a food with a higher caloric density is an important step to helping them maintain a healthy weight. It is possible that even while on low phosphorus diet, your cat may still accumulate high levels in their bloodstream. If this is the case, it's recommended that you also include phosphate binders in your routine. It is a powder or capsule you can give to your feline that will bind to the excess phosphorus and help them be able to discard it from their body in their feces or urine. Went a little fast. There are some examples there. Another recommendation is to supplement potassium for your cat, as well as vitamin B and some omega-3 fatty acids. Many cats with chronic kidney disease excrete excess amounts of potassium in their urine, as well as vitamin B and these essential fatty acids, resulting in them having low levels in their body. So adding these supplements is a must to help keep your furry friend feeling and functioning all right. And here are some examples over here. When it comes to feeding your cat their new kidney prescription diet, it's important to know that most cats are very adverse to change. They do not like it. It will take a bit of time to transition them to their new food. Take things slow. Lightly start to mix in the new food with their old one and slowly increase the amount each week. It will take about 4 weeks of this for your cat to get used to their new food, but possibly longer. Go at your cat's pace. Do not rush it. You want to help them get better, but stressing them out by trying to transition too fast will not help their condition. Also keep in mind the different textures and flavors your cat may or may not like. For example, my cat honestly really doesn't like fish flavor. Here's an example down there at the bottom of how long it will take. And less is best with cats. So, take your time. It may take your cat a little bit longer to get used to the new food. Some things you should know about having a cat with chronic kidney disease. They will need to be on this special prescription diet for the rest of their life. It is one of the most important things when it comes to trying to prolong their life and slow down the disease. Taking them off of it could have detrimental effects. As well, your cat will most likely have to take other medications along with the food. Many CKD cats have other complications as a result of their disease. Many suffer from hypertension or anemia, again, that's high blood pressure or low red blood cells, and will need medication for it, or other complications that come along with it. They may also need antibiotics if this progression of the disease was caused by an infection. Many CKD cats also experience nausea and vomiting, and they may need to take antiemetics or anti-vomiting medications regularly to help them keep food down. Up here at the top is an example of an antiemetic. Down at the bottom here is an example of what anemia looks like, and a little kitty getting its blood pressure taken. We're nearing the end of this presentation, so here are a couple of tips and tricks that you can implement to help your feline friend with this condition. Buy a water fountain. Cats like running water, and it will help them to stay hydrated, something very important for a cat with chronic kidney disease. You should have multiple water sources available at all times, and place them in different parts of your house, so wherever your cat may be, they can have access to water. You can feed your cat wet food formulas to increase their hydration also. If your cat does not really like wet food, like mine doesn't really, she can be picky sometimes, you can also try to lightly soak their kibble in some water to help them stay hydrated. If they're not adequately hydrating themselves, your vet may recommend that you do a subcutaneous, which is under the skin, IV, which is in your veins, intravenous, or oral injection of liquids. Discuss with your vet if adding a GI supplement or probiotic like Fortiflora would be helpful. Sometimes cats with chronic kidney disease experience GI problems from the change in food or all the medications they take. So using a probiotic can also help to improve kidney function by retaining hydration and helping with diarrhea and constipation. You should have multiple litter boxes around different parts of your home to help encourage your cat to use it and reduce the amount of accidents that your cat may have. Keep stress to a minimum. Even though they are sick, continuing to play with your cat and enrich them is super important. Keep them active and reduce their boredom. Prognosis for chronic kidney disease is almost always grim, sadly, but with the power of correct nutrition, you will be able to slow down how fast their disease progresses and prolong their life by years. It is all about keeping your pet happy and as healthy as they possibly can be when suffering from this, and giving them the nutrition they need is the most important step. Thanks for watching!